Hey there guys, I'm Mark from Portion of Sport and today I am bringing you a portion of football. So recently on this channel we have done videos on confirmed Liverpool transfer rumours and confirmed Manchester United transfer rumours. If you want to go watch any of them videos, they will be on your screen now. But today I am going to bring you all of the confirmed transfer rumours so far from the Premier League. We'll run down each team. If you want to just go to a specific team, there will be timestamps in the description that you can go click and it will take you to the team that you want to listen to. But yeah, let's get into all of the confirmed transfer rumours. Just a little disclaimer, this is accurate at the time of recording. If there is a transfer done after this video, please don't come back and cut my bollocks off. So we will start off with Arsenal and we'll just go straight into the one that you've all heard about. Granit Xhaka is going to Arsenal for £30 million. The Swiss midfielder joined Arsenal from Borussia Mönchengladbach. I've probably butchered that name. I'm really looking forward to see what Xhaka can bring to the Premier League. He did have a bit of a shocker in the World Cup. We'll just throw that penalty behind us, won't we, Arsenal fans? Yeah, that penalty didn't happen. It didn't happen. Next up is Kelechi Nwakali, who has joined Arsenal for £3 million. He is 18-year-old from Nigeria and joined from the Diamond Football Academy by posting photos of himself and Arsene Wenger online. This is a great way to get signed. I love this guy just because he got signed for posting photos, and I love that. I love that so much. One that was announced last night for Arsenal, Japanese forward Takuma Asano joined from Sanfrecce Hiroshima for an undisclosed fee. I haven't seen much of this guy play. Will I think that he'll get into the Arsenal team? No, I don't think he'll get in. I think he'll be a squad rotation player, so they'll probably bring him on. I don't think that he'll get a starting place, but we'll see what he can do. We'll see what he can do. So next up, we move on to Bournemouth. Bournemouth have signed Chelsea's Nathan Ake. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I'm going to go with Ake. He's joined from Chelsea on loan for a season. He was on loan last season from Chelsea to Watford. And now they're sending him back out on loan. They must rate highly of him because they haven't sold him yet. So it means that they do want him. They just send him out to improve, which I think he's very good, and I think that he could be a big star in the future. And next up for Bournemouth, the 20-year-old American Emerson Hindman has joined Bournemouth after his contract at Fulham expired. So Bournemouth grabbed him for free. Free transfers are always the best transfers, aren't they? Because you haven't paid anything for him, so if he's not that good, you could sell him and you automatically make him profit. But if he's great, then you've got him for free. Free transfers, free things are great. I love free things. Send me free things, thank you. And next up for Bournemouth, French striker Lys Mousset has joined the Cherries from Le Havre on a 4-year deal for £5.4 million. Under 20, rated quite highly. I can't wait to see what he does at Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth need an attacking, and a better attacking lineup because they haven't got that many strikers that I can think of, that many goal-poaching strikers. So I think that he could do something at this club. Hopefully he does. And next up, we move on to Burnley. Burnley back in the Premier League after being promoted from the Championship last season. Had a great season last season in the Championship. They are back after, I think it was 1 year down and then they came straight back up. I will correct myself if I am wrong, which I probably am. Burnley have signed Robbie Leitch for free. Again, I love free things. Free things are the best. He's only 18 and he will link up with the development squad after signing a 2-year contract. So 18-year-old, he could have some potential. I hope he has some potential. I always like to see young players getting their start up. I say young, he's older than me. Next up, another free transfer for Burnley. Jamie Thomas, another young player, 19-year-old, this one, a forward, joins on a 2-year deal. They have snapped up from Bolton Wanderers, but another free stuff. I love free things. Send me free things. Send me free things. Moving on to Chelsea, who are looking for a better season than they had last season. They have signed Belgian striker Michy, excuse me for this pronunciation, Batshuayi. I am very sorry. Very, very sorry. I know I butchered that. The Belgian international has joined for 33.2 million to Chelsea from Marseille. And I do believe that this is the only player that Chelsea have announced this season so far. If they have announced any more, let me know in the comments. If there is any that I missed out over the entire video, let me know in the comments. And I will add them somehow in my own special way. I'll add them in the description. Next up, move on to Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace have signed Marseille goalkeeper Steve Mandanda on a £1.5 million fee. I think that is a bargain for this man. I rate this man very highly. He will join it after he returns from the Euros. He is currently with his national team in France, so he will join when he gets back. They're probably going to win the Euros. And next up for Crystal Palace, they have bought Andros Townsend. He has signed from Newcastle. He only joined Newcastle a few months ago, and Newcastle got relegated, so he's jumped ship. He's moved to Crystal Palace, and I never really rated Andros Townsend. I always thought that he's had potential, but he's never really showed it. But hopefully they can get something out of him, because he is a decent player, but he's never really lived up to the potential that was behind him. Next up, we move to Everton. Everton have signed Germany-born Basala Sambo. I have no idea. He has signed a contract from Coventry City for undisclosed fee. We don't know how much he cost. He could be free. And another undisclosed fee for Everton. Chris Renshaw has joined from Oldham Athletic on a 3-year deal. Haven't seen much of this guy. Yeah, a car went past just playing very loud music. Cheers, mate. Another undisclosed fee for Everton. They don't like to tell us how much they've spent. Martin Stekelenburg has joined Everton on a 3-year deal from Fulham, and he now links up with his Dutch companion Ronald Koeman, who has joined from Southampton to Everton. So we move on to the champions of the English Premier League, Leicester City. Can we all just admire the fact that I think everybody was a little bit of a Leicester City fan last season when they lifted the title? That I don't think there was a single person who didn't feel happy for them. It's just a change. It's just a change. It's always like, oh, Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea. Chelsea went downhill last season. So let's move on to their transfers. The reigning champions will look to retain their championship, which, let's be honest, it's probably not going to happen, by signing a defender, Luis Hernandez, for free. For free. You know what I'm going to say? I like free things. The 27-year-old defender joins Leicester on a 4-year deal from Spanish side Sporting Gijon. I've seen this guy. I like him. He's a good defender, solid defender. He could pair up well with Wes Morgan or Robert Huth. I love Robert Huth. I think he's a tank. He's a good goal scorer as well. He's got a good head on him. So I reckon this is a good signing for them. An undisclosed fee for Leicester for Raul Uche, the 18-year-old Spanish striker, arrives from Spanish side Rayo Vallecano on a 4-year deal. This could be a good signing for them because they haven't really got that many strikers. They've only got Jamie Vardy, who is the best striker. Riyad Mahrez, you could argue that he's a striker, but he's more of a winger. He's more of an assister. He needs somebody else in there to pop them in. Jamie Vardy has been doing that, but he can't do it all again. He needs some help, and Raul Uche could be the man to help him. And another undisclosed fee for Leicester City. They have signed 27-year-old goalkeeper Ron Robert Zela from Hanover 96 on a 4-year deal. This could be a good signing for Leicester City because Kasper Schmeichel did great last season, but you've got to think maybe fatigue might start setting in. You know, if he gets injured, they haven't really got a great replacement goalkeeper for Schmeichel. Ron Robert Zela is a great goalkeeper, very underrated. But you know, if Schmeichel gets injured or is not feeling it, then they finally got a decent backup goalkeeper. No offense to their last decent backup goalkeeper. I don't even know what backup goalkeeper they had for Kasper Schmeichel last season. Luckily, they didn't really need him because Kasper Schmeichel was fit and never got injured. But just in case he does, this could be a good signing for Leicester City. So we move on to the love of my life, Liverpool FC, and their first signing. I'm very excited about this man. Liverpool have signed former Mainz goalkeeper Loris Karius for 4.7 million and was immediately handed the number 1 jersey. I am looking forward to this man. Simon Mignolet is not good enough anymore. He was great a few seasons ago. He's kind of went downhill. He's kind of lost confidence. So I am raring to see this man perform. I've seen some of his former matches. He looks good, and I can't wait to see him. And the one that we talked about in the Liverpool FC transfer rumours, I'd just like to point out that I got it right. Liverpool have signed Southampton striker Sadio Mane for £30 million. They have snapped him up from Southampton, which is another player that goes from Southampton to Liverpool. He joins Dejan Lovren, Nathaniel Klein, some others that I can't think. Adam Lallana. Another one that I can't think of. I am looking forward to Sadio Mane coming to the club, a good striker, which is really what we need. Daniel Sturridge, you know, he's a great striker, but he's got injury problems. He could go down with another injury. Touching wood. Touch wood, it doesn't happen. But just in case, we've got a good replacement striker. You know, Danny Ings also went down with injury. Christian Benteke, who is thinking about leaving the club. So Sadio Mane is welcome to the club. One that I've been looking forward to since it was announced. Joel Matip is joined Liverpool for a free transfer, which was announced in February. He played out his contract at Schalke and joined Liverpool for a free transfer, which was announced in February. I am looking forward to him coming. I've seen him play. He is a great defender. One that we really need, considering the uncertainty around Skirtle at times. Kolo Toure has left, which I think, laugh all you want, I think Kolo Toure was a good defender. He always kept his head, and he made some mistakes, but not as many as Skirtle, let's be honest. And considering the uncertainty around Mamadou Sakho as well, considering his failed drugs test, we really need another defender now, and luckily we have got Joel Matip. So we move on to Manchester City. They have signed Ilkay Gundogan for £21 million. He will arrive with Pep Guardiola, who Pep Guardiola did actually arrive today, in fact. After switching from Borussia Dortmund, he has joined Manchester City for 21 million for 4 years. Move on to Norito from Manchester City as well, 13.8 million. The Spanish forward has also joined Pep Guardiola's new look side, and there was a lot of banter on Twitter, let's be fair, from Manchester United supporters to Manchester City supporters, saying that Manchester City's signings were not as good as Manchester United's. And I'm going to agree with them. Manchester United have done well this transfer season. They have got the biggest player in the world, probably, which we'll talk about now. So we move on to Manchester United, and the biggest one of the entire season. Zlatan Ibrahimovic has joined Manchester United for 1 year on a free deal. When his contract runs out, there is an option of another 12 months, but this is what Zlatan likes now. He likes short contracts because, let's be honest, he's not that young anymore. So he's joined for 1 year. Then he'll probably stay for 1 more year, depending on how well the club do, and then he'll probably move on to see out the rest of his career somewhere else. So Zlatan Ibrahimovic, welcome to the Premier League, my son. We also move on to Manchester United defender. Now, Ivory Coast international star Eric Bailly has joined Manchester United for 4 years, depending on a work permit if he can get one, which he probably will. He did become he was Jose Mourinho's first transfer, and then Zlatan joined and just blew his transfer out of the water. Now we move on to Middlesbrough FC. Welcome back to the Premier League, Middlesbrough. I have missed you, you sexy bastards. They got relegated a few years ago now. They weren't able to bounce back up. Middlesbrough, who hasn't been following the Championship, they've always done well up to Christmas. I know this, I am from there. There's a little insight into the life of Mark. They've always done well up to Christmas, and then after Christmas they just crash and burn and they throw it all away. Last season was their season. They had the title in their hand and then they kind of dropped to second place. I don't care. I'm glad to see them back. Welcome back, Middlesbrough, my son. So we move on to their first transfer. Bernardo Espinosa has joined for free. I like free things. This could mean good things for them. They need decent defenders. They don't have that many decent defenders, especially when you go into the Premier League. They had good defenders for the Championship, but when you move up to the Premier League, I don't think that their current defenders will be enough to prevent them from going down. I don't think they'll go down. I hope they don't go back down. I hope they can at least stay there for 1 season, maybe 2. But if they keep it with the current team, they need to bring on more stuff. They need to bring on more players, otherwise they will most likely go down. So next up is Danish winger Victor Fischer. He has joined Middlesbrough for £3.8 million. The deal went through as soon as the transfer window opened on July 1st. They already agreed it, and then they put pen to paper as soon as the transfer window opened. Next up, we move to Southampton. Southampton have signed Nathan Redmond for £11 million. He joined the Saints on a 5-year deal after going down with Norwich City. He is a good player. I've always liked Nathan Redmond. I think he could do good stuff for Southampton, considering that they have sold a lot of their players. We say this every season. They always seem to sell a lot, but they always seem to do very well, considering that they've sold a lot of their players. But hopefully, Nathan Redmond can do good things for the Saints. Next up, we move to Tottenham Hotspur. Possibly the biggest one for Tottenham is Victor Wanyama, who has joined on an undisclosed fee. The Kenyan midfielder has joined from, guess who? Southampton on a 5-year deal. Victor Wanyama is very good. I like Victor Wanyama. He's got the potential to pop the goals and assist the goals. I like him. He should do good things for Tottenham. Next, we move on to Watford, and they have signed Liverpool. They have signed Liverpool youngster Jerome Sinclair for free. Jerome Sinclair has left Liverpool and has gone to Watford. Jerome Sinclair never really got a chance in the Liverpool first team, and I think that going to Watford was probably the best move for him. He'll probably get featured a lot more there. Next we move on to West Ham. West Ham have been busy, boys. They have signed Algerian winger Safian, I butchered that first name, Feghouli. He joined the Hammers after playing out his contract at Valencia and signed a 3-year deal. I like Feghouli. He could be a very good player for West Ham. They have got the best wingers in the world. They've got some of the best wingers in the Premier League right now. They've got Dimitri Payet and they have Feghouli. This could be a very good season for West Ham. Better than their last one. And they played well last season. And another one for West Ham, Manuel Lanzini has now joined the club. He was at loan there last season, and West Ham have decided to sign the Argentinian permanently following his loan deal there. So they had him on loan last season, and they thought he was doing very well, and they bought him. And another West Ham transfer, they have signed Tony Martinez for £2.4 million. He has joined for 3 years, and I'd just like to point this out. He scored over 100 goals for Valencia's youth side in just 4 seasons. That is 25 goals a season. This man has potential to be brilliant. I cannot wait for this man to show off what he can do. Welcome. And another one for West Ham. I've told you they've been very busy, boys. The 25-year-old Norwegian Harvard Nordtveit, probably butchered that, will join from Borussia Mönchengladbach on a 5-year deal. He is returning to London after leaving Arsenal's youth academy 6 years ago. He has now joined West Ham, and I haven't really seen much of this guy, I'll be honest, but West Ham, they're going to have a good season, I think. I think they're going to have a great season. And we move on to Watford. Pervis Estupinan, the 18-year-old Ecuadorian, is there on loan after being loaned out immediately when he signed with Udinese. And next up for Watford, Belgian defender Christian Cabasele has joined for £6 million. Haven't really seen much of this guy play again, but Watford could do with some defenders after losing a good one in Nathan Ake after his loan ran out. And the final one, Isaac Success, brilliant name, is joined for £12.5 million. The Granada striker is the most expensive player in Watford history, and hopefully he can be a success. Boom! That's it. You should subscribe just for my jokes. You're welcome, YouTube. You're welcome for my comedy genius. I'm sorry if there was any teams that I missed out. Like, I don't feel like I've done all the teams. I don't think I mentioned Swansea or West Brom. But I don't think they've actually announced any transfers yet. If they have, let me know in the comments. If they have, I haven't seen them, and I'm very sorry, but let me know. I'd like to see if they have, and I'd like to read about them, maybe go watch some clips. But yeah, let me know if they have bought any, and I will go check them out. And thanks for the help, because I might be a bit slow. So that is it for today. The Premier League is looking very, 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 very tasty. I don't know why I used the word tasty, but it should be a good season in the Premier League next season. If it's anything like last season, I can't wait. Leicester City, 2-time Premier League champs, calling it now. But yeah, that is all we've got time for today. I hope you did enjoy this. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. 10 subscribers. What in the hood? Thank you for the views as well. The last transfer rumours that I did, the Liverpool transfer rumours, that is currently at 170 views. We had, at the time, 6 subscribers. How did you find that? And our England versus Iceland live reaction video where we just sat down and watched the football, that currently is at 95 as I'm recording this. What are you doing? We're just 2 guys watching our team fail. We are planning to do the Wales versus Belgium game. That will be uploaded on Thursday, hopefully. It's on Wednesday. I'll edit it and I'll add it the next day or some crap like that. Hopefully I can do that. If not, I'm sorry I lied. So that is all we've got time for. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you want, you can go subscribe to my personal channel. Link is in the description, as well as my Twitter, if you want to go follow me on there. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Mark from Portion of Sport, and I will see you next time.